When I was a child living at home with my parents, almost every room in our house had a crucifix on the wall. I don't think we see that very much anymore. Maybe it shouldn't come as a surprise, because for the first 300 years of the Christian church, nobody displayed a crucifix. They were embarrassed with the cross because that was the manner of public execution. And they couldn't quite get their head around the idea that the Savior of the world should suffer capital punishment. It would be like putting up a picture of your Uncle John on the wall sitting in the electric chair, or someone you know lying on the gurney where they would inoculate you with a deadly poison. The crucifix came for about 300 years, actually, into the usage of the Christian people. But that shouldn't come as a surprise either, because in most of our Christian lives, it takes us almost our whole lifetime to come to grasp the significance of the cross in our own life. We're entering now into the last 2 weeks of Lent, which will bring us into the celebration of the Paschal Mystery, from Holy Thursday night to Sunday afternoon of Easter. The Paschal Mystery is what we had been preparing to celebrate and commemorate, even though we do so every Sunday morning when we celebrate Mass. The Paschal Mystery is the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, including his suffering, which is shared with us, which he shared with us. He went through it first so that we could go through it with him. It takes most of us Christians a good long time to realize that what Jesus entered into with us, our suffering, we also have to enter into with him and to share in his suffering. And we do it by putting up with all the pain that comes with getting ourselves off the center of our own existence without making the world revolve around us, which is our big inclination. It's giving up of self for the sake of others. And there's suffering involved in that. It's really a sort of death, preparing us for the ultimate crossover into the glory which Jesus has already prepared for us. So as we enter into these days of Holy Week next week, coming to Easter Sunday, we need to remember that this isn't just rehearsing ancient history. This is living out with Jesus the dying and the suffering and the death and the resurrection which is going on in our own lives all the time. And the better we come to appreciate our share in his suffering, just as he chose to share in ours, the more fully we will become his disciples.